Hey, y'all. Can y'all see me? I'm here. Hey, people. Y'all. Happy anniversary to me and y'all. Y'all, we did it. 4 whole years. We've been meeting up like this. It's time we do something about this. 4 whole years. We've been meeting up like this. You believe that? My scary behind did my first scary video 4 years ago today. Yes. I say do it, y'all. I say do it. I say do it. Anyway, I hope y'all can see me. Oh, it took it all the way down. Good. Y'all can see me. Okay. Because you know what? I clicked in before it did all of that mess because didn't look like it was working right on mine. But anyway, welcome, Kathy, Annette, Ms. New York, Yvonne. How are you? And Royal Prince Angel. How y'all doing? Y'all, I'm going to be doing these, showing y'all. This is the easiest DIY you'll ever see. Right? I got a bunch of these. I'm going to turn these into ornaments. Then I wanted to show y'all. Hey, Selena. I got a what's that? I got a package in the mail live from Dubai. She works my ever-loving nerve. Always sending something when I tell her not to send me nothing. But anyway, look at the bag. It came so cute. It was a mystery from Amazon. Hey, Cynthia. Hey, Deborah. So wait, y'all. Hey, Marsha. How are you? Marsha or Marcia? One or the other. Hey, Francie. What's going on, Francie? Francie, I ain't seen you in a minute. Y'all, look at this. Wait a minute. Let me turn it so y'all can see. What's her name gave me one of these? Tony D gave me this like 2018. I want to say Christmas. Look at that. I had never heard of it. L'Occitane, right? I had never heard of it before. I fell instantly in love with it. I told y'all about all my favorite things. Hey, Sonia. Hey, Miss Congeniality. Greetings, friend. Oh, did you? Don't even talk about Goodwill. It's Marsha. Okay. I got you. Welcome, Marsha. I know I've seen your name before. I do believe. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Nettie. What's up, y'all? Sari.
I'm not sure I understand.
Sari, stop. Sorry, stop. You know what? Here she goes. Thank you, Sugar Honey. What's up, friend? Oh my goodness, I didn't know that. Wow, I'm glad to see you okay. Thank you, y'all. So anyway, y'all, Tony D, I haven't seen her in a while. She's a retired teacher out in New York. And she's a Brooklyner. So she got that Brooklyn accent. Tony D, that's my girl. So hey, Yaya, what's up, friend? Are you? That's what I've been doing. But yesterday, y'all, I had one of those attacks. If you've been around for a while, I have explained, and I haven't had one for about a year, at least a year. I have these attacks. I kind of am narrowing it down now, though. I told y'all I have these attacks where I get so sick, I will, I start sweating. I have to either expel one way or the other. My bowels has to go one way or the other. Yes. Y'all, everything was great. 4:30, I started painting my what's going to be mantle in the bedroom. And I had it laid out on plastic on the floor. And y'all, all of a sudden, I felt like I was going to die. Until 2:00 in the morning, I was deathly ill to the point where I almost called the ambulance. It was worse than it ever was because it wouldn't go away even with expelling. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I woke up this morning okay, though, afterwards. But I started taking this supplement called DHEA. And it's like a cleanse type thing. But it's supposed to help your internal organs. I know my liver is bad. And I think it's coming from my liver. I think, or gallbladder, in that area, in them functions, the liver, the gallbladder, something. That's what I think it is. Hey, Stacy. Thank you. Love mine. Welcome, friend. Loving what I do. How are you? Hey, Cynthia. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. But anyway, so I didn't get a chance to do the live. I couldn't even come on and tell y'all I was sick. That's how sick. I'm telling you, I have not wanted to go. I mean, like, been forced to the point where I had to go to the emergency room. I can't, like, I was ready to go, y'all. I was ready to call an ambulance because I couldn't drive. It was bad. It was really, really bad. So I'm better though. Like, I wake up the next day. Well, today I was feeling, I am even right now having a little bit of an issue with my stomach. A little bit. But other than that, like, I don't feel like I'm gonna die. So anyway, this right here, I got this. Like I said, Tony D had sent me this, and y'all, I fell in love with it. And live from Dubai, she can't stop herself. She keeps sending me this. I swear. This is a holiday ornament. Actually, this is when I first tried it. And funny story. Hey, Anita. Hey, Linda. Hey. So I said, let me come on today. This is Vlogmas day 4. I ain't missing none this time. But I did do a Vlogmas day 5. I just finished. Look at my face, y'all. I just used the Amu Beauty. I did a video, so y'all will be seeing that go up later on this evening. After I got it, it'll be going up late, but it'll be Vlogmas day 5. So look, it's a Christmas ornament, right? But when you open it, let me see if I can get it open. Wait, without breaking my nail. I can't remember how I opened it last time. I think you just pop it open. Yeah, you do. It is full with it's got the products. I think it's 3 of them that come in here, right? And they're trial size. Well, y'all, the first time I ever used it, thank you so much, Yaya. Hey, Tori. Thank you, Anita and Linda. Thank you so much. Same to you. All right, y'all. So, y'all, when I tell you, if you want to be bougie in life, because this stuff is cost a pretty penny. If you buy it, like the full-size ones, this right here is what? The hand cream? Yeah, because I got this in my pocketbook. It's like a lotion. You can put it all over your body, but I use it for my hands. I keep them one. I got one now in my pocketbook. Look, I pulled them out. Look. This one live from Dubai sent me, and this one came in one of the last kits I bought. So I'm running low. You see how flat this one is? And then I've been using this one. Well, now I got another one. Keep them in my pocketbook. This right here, I thought this was some type of oil when I first got it. The very first time with the trial size, I put it on my body like it was oil. Y'all, it's soap. This is called an oil shower gel. An oil shower wash or something. Wait. Oil. It's called shower oil. And you put it on like you're washing your body. When I tell you, you come out smelling like boo won't be able to leave you alone. And your skin is so soft and moist, you know. I love this. And then you get another cream for your body or your hand or whatever. I think this one is one of the ones. They don't tell you what to use it for, but this is another lotion. I killed this the first time I had it. So like I said, now I got all of this to throw in my pocketbook. This I'll put in the shower. I have a little bit left in my large one. So I'll put that in the shower too. But now I got all of these to drop in my pocketbook. Live from Dubai. Thank you. I can't even talk. Live from Dubai. Thank you so much, friends. We need to have a conversation. So, because I wanted to talk to you about that thing. So I need to talk to you about that other thing. So if you're watching this, we need to set up a time where we could do a WhatsApp call or either something like that. Because I do need to talk to you. But anyway, hey, Giggsy. So, y'all, I'm going to get started with this DIY because it's this easy. And I just wanted to show y'all what I'm doing. And then we could chit chat. I'm going to do maybe a couple questions, from the book of questions. And then we'll just chit chat. Because like I said, I done made it to 4 years when I did not even think 2 people would watch my video, right? I started this channel on Glam Out YouTube. Lakeisla, she's on here. She did it that year. And like I told y'all this story before, she sat on her floor doing the invite, right? Because I was always scared. I wanted to do YouTube for a minute prior to me doing it. But I was like, ain't no way. First of all, my voice is horrible. I know that. For you guys coming on saying, I can't stand her voice, I know that. It's been my voice my whole life. I got it from my mother. I am better than my mother talked like this. So, honey, like that. So at least I ain't as bad as her, but I do have a lot of her tendency. So I was scared to death to do YouTube, right? And so she sat there and she made me feel like, girl, you could do this. And I did that video, but I didn't show my face, but I talked in it. And I did the Glam Out YouTube. And that was my very first video. And hey, Jatan. And y'all, 4 years later, look at me getting on here acting just like a real fool. It is what it is. And that's why I say it's no guarantee that you will be successful at YouTube. There's no guarantee that you'll fail either. I don't call myself extremely successful on here. I just say I, got made a group of friends on here, and it is what it is. But I wouldn't call it successful. But hey, Miss Epps, how are you? Thank you, Shay. Thank you. So, what's up, Tori? Tori over there doing all kinds of stuff too, y'all. Decorating trees and all kinds of stuff. Hey, Selena, thank you. Thank you, friend. So, anyway, I just say get on here and try. If nobody watches your video, like if you get 3 views, 6 views, just keep putting it. It only takes one video for somebody to, take note of you. And that's why I say sharing is so important. Sharing out each other's videos. Hey, Deb, it's so important because you never know. Somebody on somebody else's page might be interested, or you telling a friend, and it's just helping and talk about it. Talk about YouTube to people, So I say if you have the inkling to do it, just do it, because you never know what's going to happen. Now, this is what you're going to need for this DIY. I got these little disco balls. This is vase filler. Now, I did my tree black and white with a little hint of silver going through it, right? My tree is black. But I said I need a little more something to the tree. And I have like 18 of these. That was vase filler. And then I took a basic hook, for your ornaments. Basic. I bent it like this. Right? I just bent it to have, don't have to be perfectly straight. If somebody come up looking at your tree like this, oh, that ain't straight. Be like, girl, get out. Like, why you up in my tree like that? Look at it from afar. I ain't perfect. That's what you tell them. So, hey, thank you, Jatan. Hey, Akimi. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, V. How you doing, V? Did I miss it? Hey, Caroline. Try making ornaments. Making an ornament and then chit-chat. Because like I just explained in the beginning of the video, I got so sick with that, whatever that is, and no doctor has ever been able to diagnose this feeling. I'm starting to come up closer. I'm getting closer to the answer. Because like I said, I'm taking that pill, and I don't know if that triggered something to make my gallbladder and my liver really want to cleanse. I'm starting to think it's when I'm clogged. My liver and my gallbladder in that area or something is really messed up. That is trying to, because I'm thinking it's bile. The taste of what comes up tastes like, what did they describe as bile? So I'm thinking that's what it is. And I'm going to talk to the doctor about it. I got to make an appointment and talk to the doctor. Thank you, Sonia. How are you? Yvonne in the house. I called you. I saw you in the beginning, Yvonne. You were on earlier. Thank you, friend. Hey, Francie. Wait. Thank you so much, Francie Child. Yeah, I got me. You know what? When you hear your voice, if I'm on and I hear my voice, I'm like, oh my God, I drive myself bananas. Okay, so anyway, then the last thing you're going to need is E6000. Anything, a school glue will work. Any kind of glue, you just got to wait till it dries. You could hot glue, I wouldn't say, because you're going to leave a glob. It's going to leave a glob, but just something where you could use a little bit. And let me tell you this, how little you want to use it. Because I noticed when I tried to do this without the glue, this easy to fall off. You know what I mean? So now, mind you, these are mirror pieces on foam. Can you see that? The foam up underneath of there? Okay. Now, I'm going to dip. I ain't going to focus this on the DIY. I'm just showing y'all because I'm doing it. I'm going to dip this in here and get some glue on it. Just a little bit. Just enough to make it stick in there. Come on, Joan. What are you doing? Fix picture life. Hold up, y'all. Now, I don't say twist it. I don't think it's a need for it because I'm putting it in 2 separate areas. Okay, so I got some glue on here, right? Got some on there, just a little bit, and then I'm going to stick it right in there, just like this. And then I'm going to wait for it to dry, and then I can hang it on my tree. Okay, there you go. Now I'm going to show you how the hoop will look. I'm going to wait for it to dry, and then I can hang it on my tree. You see? And then I'll have the ornament looking like that. Again, this is vase filler. So this right here, I've had for a few years. So it's a free ornament for me for my tree. And I'm going to put these all over. And when the light reflects, it'll give me a little more sparkle to my tree. My tree just wasn't doing it for me. Okay. So now, like I said, hey, Marcy. Yes, indeed. I know. And that's what I'm paring it down to now, Cynthia. Yes, indeed. So I think that's what I'm paring it down to. It's something in that area where it was forcing a cleanse, and it just, because it was bad. So, and like I said, this has been happening to me since I was 20. So it's something that's been around, and it happens maybe once a year. Sometimes I've gone like 2 or 3 years in between, and it didn't happen, and then it happens again. I remember right around the beginning of after the pandemic was over, last June, I think. Not this June past, but the last June, I was at Ross, and I got into the line, and I felt like I was getting ready to die. I had to get out the line. I got in my car. I made myself expel this way, and I was able to make it home. And then I had to get on the toilet and sit there for a little while, and then it took a couple hours, and it went away. But this one was the longest one I've had. Yeah, I know all of it. Like I said, I know I got some issues and I'm working on them. But now I'm pinpointing this thing down. And I'm going to go talk to the doctor about all of this. So we'll see what happens. You know, I got to fix the whole inside of me, y'all. I'm going to tell you. But anyway, let's get off of that and let's talk about yes, indeed. So I got issues. And like I said, that I think a lot of that causes a lot of other symptoms to come. Yeah, I already had testing and all. They said it's not reflux. It's something to do in my bowels. Something to do that affects, put it this way, that affects my bowels. And what it is it's the process of something being broken down that's not. But anyway, like I said, after I know more about it, I'll talk about it to y'all. But I just wanted, like, it was horrible. I could not function yesterday. Yeah, I'm early today. Today is Sunday. I got sick last night. Rena, how are you, friend? I got sick last night and I couldn't come on. So I wanted to pop on now. And this, like I said, this is going to be Vlogmas day 4 because I don't want to miss a day. But that's why I was going to do catch up today. I'm just still putting a video up today. It'll go up after this goes, after I'm done with this. I'm only going to stay on here for a little while today. But thank you so much, Giggsy. I feel much better now. I feel much better. Just a little queasy, but other than that, I'm fine. And I drank so much water today till it ain't funny. So, yeah. Anyway. So I was showing y'all the ornaments. Like I said, take these things. You bend it in a hoop and you put a little glue. Make sure you put a little glue on it so it could stick in there, right? And then after it dries, you hang these on a tree. This is vase filler. It was not expensive. I want to say I even got this on clearance in a big package. And I probably ain't paying no more than $2, $3 for the whole package. And you put it in a clear apothecary jar or something. That's where I had it at. And I'm turning these into Christmas tree ornaments. So again, I just bent this in a hoop and stuck it in there. I put the little E6000. After it dries, it's going to be in there good. Hey, Annette. Yeah, I've been drinking so much water till it ain't funny, child. Oh, do you? Oh, Good. Go ahead. I know you can't wait, girl. It's something being in limbo. So, anyway, y'all want to do a question real quick? And then we will, okay, but like I said, what else? Did I have anything else I wanted to talk to y'all about today? Oh, like I said, Vlogtober Day 5 will be me using the Amu Beauty. I just used it. So I'm having problems like with large pores in here and then with spots and stuff start popping up again. Reflection of the inside of me. I know. So I am obligated. I made myself obligated to do this 30 days on my face, but I'm gonna do it for after that. But I want to show y'all for 30 days. I will be updating y'all once a week, every Sunday. Well, I'll be updating y'all, even if it's in a short or in a video on Sundays. I will be showing you how my face is getting better through this stuff, how it's working. But also in that video, I will be linking the website to that stuff. Now, I'm not sponsored. I'm doing this because I really believe in this girl and what she's doing. So she's a YouTube family on here too. But yeah, I'm really liking this stuff. So y'all, we'll see. You'll see. So that video, look for that this evening, y'all. It'll be later on, say like 8-ish. It'll be going up. Because I didn't want to miss today either. So I got this is Vlogmas Day 4 we're doing right now. And then Vlogmas Day 5 will be up later on this evening. But anyway, I'm going to pick a question for y'all. Let's do these questions. These questions is getting us. Hey, Judith. Hey, Danielle. Happy Sunday. Y'all, I can't believe I've been doing YouTube for 4 years as of today. 4 years. It goes so fast. So, all right, let's see. This is my little paper that's in here to tell me what numbers I use. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? For you guys who don't know what the book of questions, the questions that we ask is from the book of questions. I'm going to be doing these on the lives as opposed to in the comments, because that way we could talk about it on hand and not have to wait, So, hey, Lisa Lemons, how are you, friend? Welcome. Okay, so I'm doing this right here. I got question 46. Well, you know what? We're going to do 45 and 46, but let's do 46 first. Y'all ready? Because I want to do 2 today. And the first sentence of 45 makes me want to do it. Okay, but wait. Would you be happier with more control over what happens in your life or more control over your response to what happens? How could you gain more such control? We did this before, didn't we? Did we do this before? I think we did this. No, we didn't, but so we did something similar to this. We didn't do this before. Okay, I'm gonna read it again. Y'all ready? Where's Sugar Honey? She's gonna dissect this one. Here she go. Would you be happier with more control over what happens in your life? So you have control over it, or more control over your response to what happens in your life? And then the second part would be, how could you gain more control, that type of control? How would you be able to do it? All right, y'all. So I'm waiting. I got to wait for a minute before I give y'all mine. I'm waiting. Would you be happier with more control over things that happen in your life? What happens, not things, of what happens. So if you were able to write your whole story and you controlled what happened what day, or if you had more control over your response of what happens, still let God have it. Thank you, Giggsy. Thank you so much. Let God have control, but you'll be able to control your response. The second part. Okay, Kathy said the second part. So Kathy she would rather have more control over her response to what happens. Okay, Kathy. You took it away, so maybe you're thinking. My problem is my facial expressions too, Marcy. You ain't lying. Okay, so control over how she responds. Kathy, not Kathy, Marcy. Marcy says control over how she would respond. Okay, Kathy said yes, she wants to be in control. And then Giggsy wants to how she responds. Okay. Response, practice the experience, patience, prayer will get me to that point. Yes. More control over what happens in her. Okay. So, okay, Tori, me and you are on the same page. More control over what happens. And Tori says more control over what happens in my life. It won't hurt. I mean, then he says, I won't have to control the responses. Okay, well, we kind of do. Okay. Controlling. So Tori says he wants control. Jatan, more control over how you respond. Very good. Very good. Okay. Now, let me tell y'all how I feel. I would like to have more control over what happens. Like I would be able to, I would want to write, no, I'm going to wake up today and this is what's going to happen. The man going to knock on my door with $5 million in cash, unmarked bills. And he going to say, here, girl, do it. Here, take this. I would like that. However, I still play that side where I would like to be able to be, this is my real answer. Now, that other one is a fun answer because it would be nice if that could be. But I would really like God's plan to play through. And my response to God's plan, with minus my facial expressions, because my facial expressions tells it all. When I was in the police academy, it kept me in trouble. Because I'd be like, all kinds of stuff. And they would be like, Brody, stand attention. And I would be like, and I'm like, in attention, y'all. I'm telling you. Drop and give me 20. Everybody do 100 push-ups. Just because, no, Brody, you stand up with what they say, what's the word they used to always use? That I thought I was better or something, privileged. Oh, I was privileged. Yeah. And they would make everybody do push-up. Everybody hated me, y'all. Everybody hated me. But I say that to say by the graduation from the academy, I still could not control my facial expressions, y'all. I could not control it. You will see. So if I can learn to control my facial expressions and the way I handle things that happen to me, because I'm that girl that flies off the handle. I do. Let one thing look like it's not in my plan, and I go bananas over it. And I'm working on that. With y'all know I'm writing this whole situation type of book thing, and I am seriously getting better. But I really wish that I could honestly have it under control. So I'm going to go with I wish I could control my responses to things that happen. But I do still would like that I can control my whole life, because then I wouldn't have to worry about my responses, because all my responses would be happy. Yes. Okay, V. I feel the same way. But on the other hand, if I had a chance to control everything that came my way, I don't know. Yes. It does. It does. But then it's the habit again, y'all. It's the habit of things you don't even know you do. With the facial expressions, you don't realize you make those facial expressions until somebody brings it to your attention. Yes, and I know what you mean, Rena. Rena, so wait, is your sister's going to be living with you, right? Hey, Lewis. I'm fine. Thank you. Thank you, Lewis. Lewis and wife. I don't know if it's both of y'all or what. Why would age play a part? I'll tell you what, it's experience. It's experience. It's experience. How many of us could say something happens today that doesn't work out? How many of us is ready that would be like, oh God, this cannot happen because I need this to work like this for this and this and that. How many people would do that? Or how many people could say, well, you know what? It's in God's plan, because clearly it wasn't meant to happen. You know what I mean? Again, experience leads you to that. You're going to act at 60, you're going to act totally different than an 18-year-old. You're going to respond totally different than an 18-year-old would to something that appeared to be bad news or something that wasn't in your plan happening. You see what I'm saying? Oh, to a scene. Okay, okay. All right. Yeah, so that's really what it is, y'all. Exactly. But things like that happen with age because it's practice. By the time you are 60 years old, you have experienced everything emotion wise. Really, in reality, you've experienced somebody dying, losing somebody, even not to death, but just losing a relationship. You've experienced that multiple times, probably. You've experienced ups, downs, losing items, things not working out, attempting to purchase a home and it didn't work out and it was something you had your heart set on, a car breaking down or something, losing a car that you really loved. Something has happened to give you the experience to know, okay, that happened, but then look, I got this nice house. Or then look, this car came my way that I thought I would never get. I got a BMW, and my little Honda broke down, and then I got a chance to get this BMW for a good deal. You get a chance to do all of that with age. Then that's why we say age. It's not about, it's more so experience might be the better word. Hey, Marlene, how are you? Yes, you will react to things different because you will know. You'll be able to look back on your experience of things and say, yeah, it seemed like it was the worst thing in the world, but then it got better. So this time, so that's why that will happen. Okay, so y'all ready for another question now that we done beat this one to death? Exactly, Marlene. And that's what happens though. With time, you will see your response to things, the way things happen. Um, because you're always going to have somebody, all right, here's the thing. This just came to me. Thank you, God, for this message. Even if you can control everything that happens in your life, somebody else's crap is going to affect your life. You understand? I hope I made that clear because I got it just as clear. It just came to me in my mind. If I was able to sit down and write a schedule of everything that was going to happen in my life, that like the man knocking on my door saying, "Here's $5 million in unmarked bills. Go get yours." You know what I mean? There could also be something that happens with my daughter that affects her to the point where it affects me. You can't control other actions coming into your life. You might be able to control your life if with that blessing, but I think handling, being able to control your response to things that happen is better because then other crap that's coming at you, somebody else's issues, you'll be able to, learn how to adapt to that. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I hope y'all understand that. I think that's my part. Now, I'm not, like I said, there is no right or wrong in this. You are not wrong for feeling your way. I'm not wrong for feeling my way. We just feel, that's what this is about. We just learn about each other, you know? Okay, who else is on? Hey, Tammy. Yeah, I popped on because I missed yesterday, Tammy. I told you yesterday I wasn't feeling well, right? When we text. Or was that after? Because I know I was fine till about 4:30, and then that's when it went bad. It went bad. And then probably I didn't cancel the live because by 7:10, I just knew it wasn't going to happen. And at this point, I had to cut all the lights off in the house and just lay down. Exactly, sugar honey. So learning and being able to control your responses to any and everything that comes your way is probably the best answer, I feel. Again, somebody else would be like, well, I ain't worried about other people's, I know I have people in my life that control that can affect my life. Like something happened to my grandchild that's devastating to her is going to affect me. Something happens to my daughter that's devastating. We know I lost my parents. That was out of my control. I lost my son. That was out of my control. So things like that, if I could control my response to it and understand that God is working and God, this is in God's plan and their parts are going to it might overlap mine, but I still need to keep my life in control for it. I know I saw that little cute thing eating spaghetti on Instagram. I know what you mean. I know what you mean, Rena. The cleanup woman. Y'all know that song, The Cleanup Woman. That's me. So wait, anyway, I'm gonna read that question one more time for people who just came on, but we're not answering this question now. I'm getting ready to go to the second one. That was question 46, and it would you be happier with more control over what happens in your life, or more control over your response to what happens? And I chose response. Like I said, in a joking way, I would love to have more control of what happens in my life, but that wouldn't fix the entire problem for me, because what happens in my life isn't the only thing that affects my life. What happens in other people's lives, I do have people out here that I love with all my heart and soul, and their lives are going to affect my life in some way or another. You know what I mean? So that's why I chose the second part. Exactly, Kathy. But the thing is, again, it's no right or wrong. It's the way you feel. Like I said, some people are loners in life and they're like, I don't have kids and my parents already passed, so I don't have to worry about other people's issues. Right now, I'm only so I wish I could control my life and make my life the way I want it. You know what I mean? That's not wrong. Okay, I heard that. Yes, the serenity prayer. Yes. Okay, so now I'm gonna go to 45, because as I opened the book, I glanced and I caught the first sentence. I don't know where this question is going. I didn't read it, but I'm going to read it from the first sentence on here. Took me out. Okay, number 45. If you could kill people simply by imagining their deaths. That's all. That's what I caught. I was like, kill people? Okay. If you could kill people simply by imagining their deaths and saying the word goodbye, would you use this power? Okay. And then part 2, assume they die a natural death and no one would suspect you. So you saying you would get away with it. If you could get away with this, would you kill someone by simply imagining it and saying goodbye? If you by saying goodbye, they're done. And you're not going to prison for it or anything. Now you just got to live with the fact that you did that. Now, I'm going to answer this like, you know what, sugar honey, sit down. Go sit in the corner till you get your life right. Oh, she cracks me up, y'all. I swear she keeps me in stitches. Hey, Sandy, how are you? Welcome. Sandy, you believe I'm 4 years in? Sandy is my day one, too. Like Lisa and all them. Sandy has been I remember. You remember when I first did my first video, Sandy? Welcome, Sandy. Yes. You know what, sugar honey? I told you, sit down. Okay, there you go, Jatana. I understand that. Exactly. But there's some people out here, hey. Now, I'm going to answer this like I had to ask myself. Thank you, Sandy, child. I wish. Okay, we're answering. We have been doing on the lives. We answer a couple questions out of the book of answers. I meant the book of questions. I wish I did have the book of answers. That would be almost like being able to control your responses, because you would know where you're going, or what comes after. Wouldn't that be nice? But anyway, so the question, y'all. Okay, Rena said yes, she could, but no, she couldn't live with it. Okay. Okay, Giggsy said no way. There you go. Them pearly gates ain't playing with you, right? Marcy said she ain't feeling with them pearly gates. When she get to them, she ain't going for all them crazy questions coming up. Me too, Tori. Me too. The book of answers would be nice. I'm gonna look it up and see if they have one. Okay. As bad as Annette said, as bad as I would like to say yes. So wait, y'all. I'm gonna read this again. If you could kill people simply by imagining their deaths and saying the word goodbye. So you think about it and you say goodbye, and they are gone. Now, would you use the power? If you had that power, would you use it? That's question one. And then assume that they die a natural death and no one would suspect you. So you're not getting in trouble for it. But again, you did it. Hey, Will. What's up, friend? Hey, Cynthia. Oh, Cynthia, you better no. Hey, Cynthia. We got another Cynthia on. Cynthia Lopez. Welcome, Cynthia. Marlene says she would use that power. Give me that power, girl. Now, let me tell you about me. This girl right here, I would use the power. And now I got two answers again. I would use that power. Not saying I would use it, but I'm saying if I did try to use that, I would go to the police within 2 days and be like, listen, got to get this off my conscience. Before that man died, I thought, I wish he died. And then I said, goodbye. And then he died. I can't live with this on my conscience. Now, I can't say I physically killed him, but I did want him dead. I would do that, y'all. I could not live with it on my conscience. So, no, I would now. Now, here's the second part. This is where, hey, Sandra, what's up, friend? So, y'all, the second part is this. Now, like I had to ask myself when I became a cop, could you kill somebody? If it was to protect my life and the life of, civilians on these here streets, these good streets, yes, I could. I could shoot like it ain't nobody's business. And I had to ask myself that before once I passed the test and once they called me and I start going through my, coming in for my interviews and my psychological exam and my physical exam, I actually sat down and thought about it before I took this job. And I said, could you do it? Right? So, hey, Lewis, how are you? Oh, Lewis, I spoke to you. I think you've been on, right? Yes, indeed. But if you had the power, now again, this is just hypothetical. This is not, you got to go out here and do what you said type do. So you answer it the way it comes to you. So now, if this person that I was going to be wishing dead and saying goodbye to, if they was in the process of hurting somebody else on the street, on these here good streets, and I could say, goodbye, and they was gone, girl, I could live with that all day long. And I would go to the police. I wouldn't be like, I got these powers. I would be like, look, I physically, because of my disability, couldn't get involved, but I sure did think that fool, I wish he was dead so he could leave that woman alone or that other man that he was trying to kill. And he died. I ain't touch him. All right, y'all. Peace be on to you. He had a heart attack because they said a natural death. He had a heart attack or he had a stroke and he died. I ain't had nothing to do with it, but I sure did hope it. So there's my two answers. Could I do it just to be doing it? No, because I don't like somebody or because they looked at me funny. No, but could I do it because they were hurting someone else in the process and I knew that I could stop that? Yeah, I probably could do it. Yeah. And then when I got to the pearly gates, God would be like, girl, why you wish that man dead? And I'd be like, did you see what he was doing, God? You put me in place to save that woman. And that's how I felt true in my heart. So I did that. I put a stop to him to save that woman that he was attempting to hurt or that man that he had a gun pointed on. Okay? And I think God would be like, okay, girl, you knew your power. You go ahead. I gave you that power for a reason. You did that high five, girl. Me and God would be high five. Could you imagine the power of high fiving God? Could you imagine how that would feel on your hand? Child. See, yeah, something like that. Now that's how I could do it. Guess what? If nobody was there but you, and this man was attempting to let's say assault in some way and then finish her type thing, kill somebody. This kind of stuff happens, and you happen to stumble upon this crime, and this person is attempting to actually take the life from someone else, a child, a woman, say a kid. They're attempting to hurt a kid. Oh, I'm wishing him, and I'm going to be doing like this. I'm going to let the wish go real fast. Goodbye. And then that little kid, I'm gonna pick that kid up and rush it to the hospital and call the police. Yo, this guy was trying to kill this kid, and he must have had a heart attack or something. He just fell, and I saved the kid. Hey, Tammy, Glam Queen of DIY. Yeah, so I mean, if I can do it real fast, I'm gonna do it. It wouldn't be no different than me having a gun and stopping a crime. You see what I'm saying? But this way, I just know I have this power. And first of all, if you got the power, you got the power from somewhere. The Almighty give you the power for something. You know, hey, that's my superpower. I'm a superhero. I can wish a thing and it be done. Yes, to save my life. And that's what I had to ask myself. That's how I realized I could actually take that job. Because ain't no like getting on a job and then somebody got a gun out and you be like, oh, I can't pull the trigger. Here, sir, here's my gun. You can't do that. You got to be able to know I can do this. But for now, could I just go out and be like picking people off? No, I could never do that. Well, you know what? I think that if you know your power and if you were giving that a power, that ability to do that, I think that that's where your morals and values comes in. Could you do it because somebody pissed you off? Could you do it because somebody cut you off in the highway? Could you do it because somebody jumped in front of you in line in the store? You're a murderer then, and you're abusing your power. But could you do it to save somebody else or save yourself? Why did you have the power in the beginning? Ask yourself that. Are we going too deep again? Exactly. It depends on the situation. You got to, just like a cop, you would have to, why on earth would you shoot your gun to kill somebody? It's in the guidelines, and you know the reasons why you could pull that trigger. Lately, we've been having a lot more people jumping on the other side. However, you know, you have to know why. And the answer to that, being a police officer, is to save yourself or the life of a civilian. You know, somebody, put it this way, somebody in the public. That's the answer. So, you know, and the thing is, again, you got to go all the way back to the beginning and say, why do I have the power? Where did that come from? That, again, being on purpose, using the tools that God gave you to do the work he needs you to do at the time he needs you to do it. Why on earth would God put you in the view of a child being molested? Or, take that very back, cancel that, of a child being injured or something of that sort. You know what I'm saying? Why on earth would God put you in that position to be there if you couldn't do anything, or if he didn't equip you with the tools to stop that incident? And for that experience to go on in life, in that child's life, in the man's life, and in your life, all came in the connection for a reason. And then there was God's gift waiting for it to happen, for you to fix it, or for you to do your part. That's no different than there being a starving family on the street and they got the cardboard, and God's sending you down that road. For some reason, you take this road that's actually out of your way, but you take this road, and then all of a sudden you get this feeling, stop and give them $100 so they can eat, or take them to the grocery store and get them food or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's, again, there is no right or wrong. You are not wrong. If you didn't agree with what I said, you are not wrong, and I'm not wrong. We are just feeling our own feelings towards it. That's what's so good about this book. We're learning a lot about ourselves and others, right? But see, Sandra, again, you're going off the question. That's not the question, right? So see, we always want to fix it. I love this book. We always want to fix it to make it right morally for us, you know? But the question was, if you had the power, where did you get the power? That's the first thing. If you could kill people simply by imagining their deaths, not stopping something, okay, and saying the word goodbye, by saying the word goodbye, would you use the power? You were given a power, you see? No, I didn't say that. It did not say that. It did not say that. Listen, Marcy, it didn't say that. That was, again, my opinion of it. You see? That's what's so good about this book. That is what's so good about it. It says, Would you use the power? Where did you get the power from? That's where you got to ask yourself. In my eyes, I see it as a gift from God. I don't see it as evil. If I'm put in a place to save somebody's life with it, I see it as a gift from God, an extension, like I said, a gun, or if I was able to physically stop, like if I was stronger, a big man that was able to grab this guy and slam him and save the little kid and cut and hold him until the police came, whatever that power would be. But again, that's not the question. The question was, would you use this power? Would you use it? You see? Yes, yes, yes. So again, we can't go off the question like, well, maybe I'd break his leg, or maybe that's not even in the question. The question was, could you do that? Could you kill him for that reason? I think if you did do that to save somebody's life, now this is again, I ain't never been to heaven, never been there, never. Me and God, we talk, we know each other, but I never saw him at the pearly gates. We never met up there. We meet other places. However, I would too. I would for that reason. Now I wouldn't do it again because some lady stepped in front of me in line and we passed a few words in Kroger. I couldn't come outside and be like, goodbye. I couldn't do that. Okay. Like I said, it would have to be a life or death type of thing where I was saving somebody's life or saving my own. Say somebody's coming at me and they got a gun, or they are, twice my size and they're stronger and I know my disability and I could stop myself from being hurt or becoming a victim of something. Yeah, it's going to happen. Now, remember, the last part of the sentence was assume that they would die a natural death and no one would suspect you. So which means you're not going to jail for it. Because you walk up in, hey, Kathy, you walk up in the precinct talking about, excuse me, I need to talk to a detective about that man's death. And they say, okay, Detective Johnson, this lady wants to talk to you. Sir, I really did imagine that guy dying. And then after I said the words goodbye, he died. And Detective Johnson be like, ma'am, you might have wished it and everything, but he died of a heart attack. It was natural causes. You ain't had nothing to do with it, ma'am. Go on about your business. Again, see? You see? But my point is, like I said, in my eyes, that's the way I would look at it. You guys can look at it No, how could you though? No, again, I take that back, Sherry, because that's the way you look at it. But that was the whole question. Could you do it? Now, again, I said the only way I'd be able to do it is if I was saving somebody else's life or my own, right? So somebody out here in these good streets, and it was in some situation and I needed to save them, but I couldn't physically do it. And I did that. I think I would be able to meet God at the pearly gates and be like, and God said, how about that guy you wish death on? And I would be like, Lord, if you didn't give me the power to be able to save that person, I don't think that I could have done that. I don't think that no other power would touch my spirit and my soul to be able to make me use it to save that person. So I did that in good faith. And morally, I'm comfortable with that. I took that life for a reason. You put me in the same place as this victim with the power to save them. And then God would then make up his mind and say, yeah, well, that wasn't, I don't see at that point, I wouldn't morally carry that with me if that was the case. It would be no different than, again, me being a cop. And, y'all know I'm a retired police officer. Me being a cop and coming up as somebody calls in, there's a child screaming in the alleyway. I get there. I'm the first unit on scene. 204, put me out on the scene. I get there. The man is on the little boy, whatever, taking their clothes. And I say, stop, and I'm standing there. I'm like, stop, put your hands up. And he continues to do it. Or he then grabs the child and slams them or something to, use the child as a shield. I then would pick him off and go have a steak dinner that night after I saved the little girl and got her to the hospital. Yeah, I would. Because again, I had to ask myself that, and I had to deal with this before I decided to become a police. Before I actually started the academy, I had to really sit down with myself and say, when can you do it? Could I shoot somebody because they had on a pink shirt? No. Could I shoot somebody because I'm angry? Absolutely not. But could I shoot somebody to save somebody's life? If somebody had a gun pointed at me and I could get my shot off first, I'm going to have a wonderful dinner. And I'm going to meet God at the pearly gates and be like, hey, yes, I did what I was supposed to do. Again, there's a reason for it. Everything in life. But again, not because I just felt like killing somebody and I knew I had the power to get away with it. No, I couldn't do it. Hey, Shelly, welcome, friend. Exactly. So my thing is, if you have that power, ask yourself why. That's it. Again, my answer may not be right to a lot of y'all. My answer might be, girl, you done lost your mind. Y'all want to do one more question or what y'all want to do? What time is it? Because I got to get my video up today too. If y'all look for my video is, like I said, on the stuff for your face. I really like it. I'm liking it. What y'all think? Now, I got a dark mark here. I got a lot of little like freckly marks. And then my pores are open. Like this has closed it down some, what I just did. But they are like right in here. It's, again, reflection of my colon and all of that. I know it is. Exactly. Say somebody was coming in your house and you know you and your grandkids was in there. Tammy, Glam Queen of DIY. You got your little grandkids in there with you. Your husband ain't there. Nobody's there with y'all. It's late at night. And you know your physical ability and you know that you have been sick. So say but you're watching the kids because your kids are working late and you're trying to make it easier on them. So you got the kids at home. Somebody's coming in and they're going to harm y'all. And you know, in your mind, you have this power, one, to say, they're dead. Goodbye. And they're gone. Or you have a gun laying next to you. What's the difference? You're saving your life and your grandkids, and you're protecting your property. You see? That's the way I look at it. Yes, right. They going, yes, don't be playing with TT. Huh? Little TT setting the table with you. She was too cute. And decorating the tree, I saw her. She is too darn cute. Yeah, so that's the avenue I looked at it at, y'all, is that. But then again, some people, if somebody broke in, could not shoot a gun to save themselves. Some people are that way. So again, like I said, it doesn't make you right or me wrong. It doesn't make me right or you wrong. This is the book of questions. This is how you know these things about yourself that you never thought of. You know? So, all right, y'all, I'm gonna ask one more and then we're gonna get off of this, and then I'm gonna then we'll talk about whatever y'all want to talk about, and then I'm gonna get off of here. Let me see. Let's see. I think here's one. I'm just gonna pick it. 145. If you could earn the same pay no matter what job you did, would you pursue another profession? If so, what would you choose and why? So now you're going to make the same amount of money doing what you do now as opposed to something else, like candle making or whatever. I just made that up. What would you choose? Would you choose to find another profession? Now, let me make sure it's not saying. It says, if you could earn the same pay no matter what job you did. So it doesn't say the amount. Say, whatever, if you did nursing and if you did working at Dollar Tree and you made the same amount of money, what would it be different from what you do now? And then, what was the other part of the question? Would you pursue another profession? So would it be different from what you're doing now? If so, would you choose? Why would you choose? Wait. If so, what would you choose and why? So it's the same question. Why would you change your profession if you would change it? I'm waiting for y'all. You would have to. I know this was to the old question, Lewis. I kind of understand you, but I kind of don't know exactly. Okay. Marcy said, nope, she loves her job. Wish she could still work. Okay. I think that's exactly what the answer is. Do you love what you're doing? or you doing it because it pays more money? Now, I took the job as a police officer because it paid more money, but I learned to love it. I just took it because of the money at first. You know what, sugar honeys? But I knew it. She said she'd be a lobbyist. But yeah, so some people might like interacting with people way more. So they might choose, hey, I'll work at Dollar Tree or I'll work at the grocery store and I'll be able to chit chat with people as I check them out. And you know what I mean? Get more information from people. Don't pay her no mind, Angel. She's talking about the people that work at the Capitol, the people that's down there at the Capitol. But yeah, and nobody ain't jumping on this question, huh? Oh, I heard that, Kathy. But you're going to make the money. You know what I mean? It's not like you're going to make a little bit of money, right? Okay. Danielle said she'd rather be a senator in the great state of Florida. Okay. Tammy said she would still do the same thing. She's loving what she's doing. Okay. Sandy said I would still own my own business. Okay, Sandra. That's good. Now Sandra said that she loves her job, but she would like it where a job where she could help people more. Doing what you do is really helping people if you think about it. But having more one-on-one contact, I know what you mean. Sky says, okay, Jatan, I love people to be well and happy. I heard that. No, I get paid really nothing. Okay. But here's the thing. Say your intention was to be a therapist. But again, you're going to make a flat rate of money. I think what they're trying to say is if you're working a job for money, would you be willing to do something of your heart's desire? And again, Sky, I think what you're saying is that is your heart's desire is to be in a position where you're helping disabled people. So you're doing that regardless of, you're not making money. You're not doing it for the money is what you're saying. Okay. Okay, good, Sandra. Now I see exactly what you meant with your I know you said that on your video you work for the courts. That's why I said it's kind of in a situation where um you are helping people in a way because the courts are very important. However, you don't have hands-on contact with people to help them and really feel that you're helping people. Okay. Hey, Chris. Thank you, friend. Exactly, Sky. Yes. So right now you're not worried about the money. So Sky is in that position already where um regardless of the money, she's already doing her heart desire. So say you had a job, Sky, and you was making $100,000 and somebody said you can switch doing what you're doing to do your heart's desire. Would it be, well, I'll decide that I want to work with the disabled still. I'm going to keep this job with the disabled, regardless of whether it's a increase or decrease to my job. Yes. So I think that's what you're saying, because first of all, you're working because of your desire. Your husband already handles the situation at home. So you're not looking at money wise. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, child. Okay. Exactly. Exactly. Smart, thrifty, and chic. Now, here's the question though. If Say now, I'm going to flip this. This is not the question. This is a question for me. If you did not like your job, but you got paid $125,000 a year, and you were whatever you did, you were some kind of a special nurse, and you were a trainer and all of that, right? And you did not like the job, but the job pays, and it provides you a lifestyle of being able to travel on vacation, doing things you want to do. Now, if somebody walked up to you and said you will still make $125, I mean 125,000 a year, but you can work in a daycare center, and say you love kids and you always wanted to be this preschool teacher. Normally they make what, 25, 30,000 a year for a preschool. I mean, not much at a preschool. I'm not talking about, school, regular, So my thing is, that's a better question for you, Sky. And who else was it? Somebody else said it. Sandra, right? No, Sandra said that she would like to do something else. So, okay, that's a no-brainer. But my question would be, would you then? That's not the question. That's my question to you. Would you then decide, yeah, I don't want to do this nurse stuff no more. I'm tired of the goriness of it. I'm tired of people coming in here complaining and doing what they want to do. Hey, Joe. Well, welcome, Joe. I missed last night. That's why I'm on here. It's my 4-year anniversary on YouTube, Rena. My 4-year today, December 5th, 2017 was my first video. You know what? Sugar Honey said, I pay you not to make me work there. I just use that as an example because, there's people out here who like kids. Me, no, I ain't working with no kids. I don't want and food all over you and their hands nasty and their nose running. And no, they're cute from a distance. They're cute. You cute. Go on over there with your teacher. I'm one walking through. No, I ain't doing it. Thank you, Joe. Thank you. Thank you, Candy. Thanks so much, friend. So yeah, y'all, that was, yeah. The thing is, I tell y'all, this book got us questioning all about what's the numbers we use. I know we did 46 and 45, and then we did 145, right? So I didn't want to mess up the book, but I think I'm just going to start circling it. Just putting a line. 145, we didn't do that. And then we did 46 and 45 today, right? Yeah. I'm just putting a line. I'll be keeping it. It's no big thing. I didn't, because when I bought the book, it was brand new from the thrift store. I paid 59 cents, I think, 55 cents or something like that. And it was brand new, but I'm already messing up the spine and everything on it. You're welcome, Rena. Thank you. The book is called The Book of Questions. It's by Gregory Stock, PhD. It's not a new book. It is actually cost $9.95 when it was first sold. The book is, trying to find the copyright date. Okay, 1 second, y'all. It first printing September 2013. The first printing. Okay. So it's called The Book of Questions. And again, these are just deep questions that you can answer. There's no right or wrong. There is no answers in this, y'all. It's hey Raymond, what's up, friend? Thank you, Raymond. I appreciate you, friend. So yeah, y'all, that's it. Again, look for my video that's going up. It's on the face wash stuff that I've been telling y'all about for the longest that I was going to do. So yeah, we did 3 questions today. I think that's enough. I don't want to bombard y'all. Oh, here's a good one. This one's a good one. We ain't gonna be looking for no answers. But yeah, again, it's just a question. This is a moral thing, I think. Okay, here's another question. This is the last one. I ain't gonna talk no more about this. Would you completely rewrite your child's college application and essays if it would help them get into a better school? Right? That's the first part of the question. The second part of the question is, if you did help them, how would you explain to them the difference between this and cheating? You can go back and watch the other questions because this is the this is the last one. This one, the reason why I read this is because you know the what's her name? Um, the people who went to jail for the doing paying to get their kids in school. Okay, Raymond, thanks for popping in, friend. You wouldn't, I wouldn't either. I wouldn't, and I didn't. And neither did my daughter help my granddaughter, or I didn't help my daughter. You know, of course you oversee things, but what was on there was the truth. I remember my granddaughter's senior year, she messed around all 3 years, did no volunteering, did nothing. When they tell you that senior year, she was running around like a fool with her head cut off because she graduated 6 months earlier than her class because she went into this program and they graduated in January. So her class graduated in June. So she had so she was running around during that time before she started college in the fall, volunteering like at a daycare center, all kinds of stuff. She was a hot mess. Exactly. There you go, Sky. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, I just don't think I would do it. Yeah, yes, indeed. You got that right, Angel. Yes, guiding them is what a parent is supposed to do. But taking over and putting in what you want to put in and putting your spin on it, that's where it's wrong, I believe. Again, there are no right or wrong answers. Now, there's laws here. There's, legal reasons. Exactly. You guide. As a parent, I would think you would guide. Yes. Now, as far as their essay, I want you to show what you learned over these last 12 years. You do that. I don't even think I would correct an essay because that you need to show the college what they're about and how they write and what their experience from their point of view is. Now, the application, if I'm going over the application, I would be like, no, you remember that time when you did such and such and such? You need to add that in because that's important. Somebody needs to know that. That summer when you volunteered at the summer camp and you've been doing this for the last 5 years at summer camp, doing this and that. I think that's important that you put that in there. But to me, it's for sit down and type in, I did this at camp, I did that, and it ain't me. I don't think that's right. Yes, but as far as correcting an essay is for a purpose. And the essay is not only that they wrote about something, but to look at the way they write and from where they come from in that writing. For the college, I think that's important. Yeah. So yeah, Zaya did all her stuff. Other than like I went personally to the college when I was home that summer. And they were getting her housing and stuff in order, getting her set up for everything. So I met the people in administration. Actually, she just when she told the little story about her grandmother passing out in September and she had to come for me, but we went to Vegas. She told a lie because she wanted to get a couple of days off. But she said that the people there down in administration had said, how's your grandmother? Your grandmother's from Texas. I said, oh yeah, how's she doing? I remember when she came because I met everybody, y'all. I was walking around introducing myself to everybody. It's my granddaughter. Yeah, she's going to be starting here in the end of August because it was in like the beginning of August I was there. And so I met everybody. I met the coaches. I met everybody. I actually ran into because they had the police academy that I went to is on the grounds of where her college was. It used to be. They still have one, but it's not exactly where it was when I was there. The police academy. So I talked to the people who ran the police academy and everything. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Actually, they just had a class 39, I think. It's a high up class. No, way more than that. I can't even remember what it was, but it was so funny because I was congratulating the class from my old academy. And I said, oh my God, class 12 here. Sorry. I want to say it was class 60 something. And I said, class 12 here. Congratulations. I wish you guys a great career. But yeah, it was a long time. And I think they run sometimes two of them. Yeah, she gets on my nerves, but she is. She gets on my nerves. But she, yeah, so I was introduced, I was walking around at college like, this here, this is mine. How you doing? Yeah, let's talk. That's how I was doing. So it was funny because she says, and then she told me this story a couple weeks ago. She said, Mama, oh my God. She said, I ran into this lady. The lady drives the shuttle bus around the campus, right? And there's a shuttle that takes her from where her college is into the city where, my daughter, where I was born and I was raised. My daughter wasn't raised there, but she lives there. And that's where Zaya grew up. So the bus will take her home to the point where she gets to the transportation center and my daughter picks her up and takes her home. So because my daughter lives on the really close to the Pennsauken line. She lives in Camden, but she lives right near Pennsauken, New Jersey. So anyway, she said she was on the shuttle and it was only her and the bus driver. And she started telling the bus driver about me, all different kinds of stuff about me. I don't know how this conversation started, but she said the lady got so emotional, she started crying. It was like, I really wish I could do. She told him that, I spent my life as a cop. I raised my kids and, or whatever. And then how I moved to Texas and how I started doing YouTube and all that. So she said the lady, after Zaya finished explaining, which it's not even the point of the lady. It's that fact that your grandchild is 20 years old and they could speak so highly of you that it would move somebody emotionally. That's what got me. That's what got me. I was like, wow. I felt so honored that she spoke that way because this woman don't know me. I thought maybe she was saying she ran into one of my subscribers and the subscriber happened to be a bus driver. But no, it was just from conversation. Yeah, nah, me neither, Selena. I heard that. I heard that, Rena. That's what I did. I was like, this right here. Let me straighten my crown. That's mine. That's what I did. And let me tell you, them people remember me. They remember me, y'all. I was like, So yeah, so to the fact that your grandchild could feel that that speak that highly of you, that it affects somebody else emotionally, because this woman cried. I said, wow. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. You got that. Yes. And that's what got me. It was more so than the woman herself and how she felt. It was more that what Zaya put out as far as I was concerned, that really, I was like, okay, she does see me. She likes me a little bit. Yes. I heard that. Yes, indeed. All right, y'all. I'm getting off of here. I wanted to pop on and catch up with y'all. And again, for 4 whole years, y'all, I never would have thought that this could be possible. That 4 years later, I would be sitting here chit chatting with y'all about the book of questions and celebrating 4 years on YouTube. Never, never. When I woke up after that first video and that next morning, I went from 2 subscribers, which, mind you, was 2 of my other old broken down accounts. It wasn't no people. It was just me. I had 2 other cell phones that had different uses because I never could remember my password. So I could never sign my YouTube to another phone. So I had 2 old phones. And both of them were subscribed to me. Yes, Lisa, I know you do. You, Sandy, all of y'all was around. Yep, that's what I was just saying. And so I put out that video and I got on that playlist, and the next morning I had 50 subscribers. Play with me. Play with me if you want to. I was like, y'all, the next day I had 200 subscribers. I called my daughter. I was like, look, my name is Beyonce. Your name is Blue. Okay, we famous. We famous up in this piece. Y'all, we were laughing, and then it went on. And by February, I had over 1,000 subscribers. I was like, what? I never, it still gets to me today. Like, how did that happen? And then here we are today. So that's why I swear I appreciate you guys so much. The ones that come back and hang out here with me on these lives, I really do. Thank you so much, Rena. I appreciate you, friend. I really do. Yeah, so anyway, y'all, I'm gonna get off of here and I'm gonna put up this video. So please check this video out, y'all. Y'all know I said I would never do a mask. I did it. Now, I was running late, so I didn't let the mask completely dry this week. Next week, when I do an update, I'm going to do the mask again. I'm going to let it completely dry. Y'all, because I had preset this for 6, and when I was just finishing up, I had 9 minutes. So it was 51. 5:51. I had set this already to go up at 6. My screen was going to pop on at 6, whether I was sitting here or not. So I had to hurry up and wash my face and close the video out that I was doing. So I didn't get a chance. So anyway, but next week I will have enough time to allow it to dry and then show y'all that part. Thank you so much, Sandra. I appreciate y'all, all of y'all. Yeah. Oh gosh. And they're packed in the garage. I wish I could get to that stuff, y'all. I do. Thank you, Tammy. I appreciate you, friend. And Sonia. Everybody, good night. I'm going to hang up because I'm going to get this video up. And then I will see you guys. You know, I've been popping on through the week. So one of my days, the Vlogmas is going to be live. So if you don't catch me live, it's not a big thing. You could just watch it because I'm trying to keep those a little shorter than I did the long Saturday night ones. So it would be enough. Now look at me now. 122 minutes. I swear, I get on here with y'all and I don't know how to shut up. Hey, Shelly. Thank you, friend. Yes, I appreciate y'all. And I'm so sorry about last night. Like I said, I was out of it. I'm going to find me something good to eat, though, tonight. Yesterday, I had took out a steak. I had it for breakfast this morning. And you know what I did? I made a baked potato, but it was small, about this big, right? I put it in the microwave. I baked it most of the way, and then I cut it in half. And after I took my steak out with my onions and my mushrooms and stuff that I cooked with it, I put the halves down in the pan and let it fry a little bit and smashed it down. Y'all, it was so good. And then I put the onions and peppers on top of that potato. That was my breakfast this morning. At about 1:50 this afternoon. I'm a hot mess. All right, y'all, I'm hanging up. Check out the video, please. And if you feel like you want to, share it today. You know, I appreciate it because I want people to see this girl. And I'm going to have a link in that description of the video that's coming out tonight to her website, because somebody came on and was like, girl, they don't put no herbs and spices in face products. I didn't get a chance to get to that the comment yet, but y'all, I promise y'all, it's herbs and spices. There's cinnamon, there's turmeric, there's all kinds of stuff. And then there's herbs too, like oregano and all the other herbs and whatnot. She gets all of this stuff from all over the world, mostly India, but she does get stuff from different places shipped into her. And then she grounds this stuff to a powder. She makes the stuff herself. And she actually bottles it and everything in her home. She's doing all of this. So I'm gonna get y'all, and then I'm gonna also put her Instagram. So go look over and spam her Instagram and let her know I sent y'all. And again, it's not sponsored. I'm doing this because I just believe in her product. That's it. So all right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. And thanks a lot. Again, we did it. Vlogmas day 4 today. Well, this is 4 for y'all, and then 5 will be coming up. So I ain't gonna be behind. All right, y'all. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.